This is Tarzan down at Honda World in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're going to be doing a little ride on this Africa Twin Adventure Sports. It's the ES and DCT model, so it's the top of the line Africa Twin. MSRP on these bikes is $17,999, so you're right at $18,000 essentially, and you get quite a package. This is the 2020, so it's got a few nice updates. The 1100cc engine is first and foremost. It's actually a 1083, but close enough. It's a parallel twin, so you still get all the low-end torque, excellent mid-range, and then a pretty decent top end. It redlines at about 8,000. The Adventure Sports is the longer touring model, so you have a bigger gas tank, 6.5 gallon capacity with a 1 gallon reserve. The tires come tubeless from the factory. They look like they're the Carew Streets Metzlers. This is a stock one, and it's the DCT. This bike can be shifted with paddle shifters. Because it's the dual clutch, you get instantaneous, really smooth shifts, or you can just roll around in automatic, which is pretty nice. It does have cruise control, which was a much requested upgrade. So now you've got cruise control. I'll put the key in and we can take a look at this new 6.5-inch TFT display. Really, really pretty screen. And you get the big screen up top, and then you got the really basic information underneath there. Yes, I am responsible. Okay. I'm going to be riding the bike in tour mode. That is giving me full power, 2 out of 3 engine braking, and then torque control is adjustable. Torque control is Honda's version of traction control. It'll stop the wheel from spinning at certain settings. Let's fire this bad boy up. Love the way this parallel twin sounds. We're gonna take it for a quick lap around the store. We'll do a little freeway jaunt. This is Apple CarPlay compatible, I guess if you want to say. And as far as seat height goes, I can't remember that off the top of my head, but I am 6'1". I've got a 32-inch inseam, and I am flat-footing this bike right now. I think I've got it in the lower seat setting. You've got a high seat setting and a low seat setting. This is the lower of the two. Get your information up there. You can switch around to the different modes. There you go. User 1, User 2, Tour, Urban, Gravel, Off-Road, and it changes the way the display looks, giving you the most pertinent information. I'm going to keep it in tour mode. Full power, baby. Alright, because it's the DCT, you have no clutch. Right here you've got a parking brake, since you can't leave the bike in gear. Over here on my right thumb I've got the transmission controls. You've got neutral up top, D or S, which is drive or sport mode, down here, and then automatic / manual. In manual mode, once again, you shift with the paddle shifters over here on the left, downshifting with your thumb, and upshifting with your right or left index finger. So we're gonna put her in drive and go for a nice lap. Make sure we're all good to go. This is, as I mentioned, the top of the lineup model. You've got a couple below this one. You've got the standard Adventure Sports with the normal transmission, and then you've got the base model in either DCT or standard as well. No need to pull a clutch in again. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but you adjust pretty quickly. This thing shifts incredibly smoothly. And just loping around town like this, it is very efficient. I'm already in 4th gear doing 25 miles an hour. And as I brake, it downshifts really smoothly for me. This bike has an excellent balance point. the weight is really low on the bike, and once you're moving, you really can't tell that it's a 553-pound machine, which is a little bit hefty on the roads, but like I said, once you're moving, it feels really good. It feels pretty nimble, actually. I've had these bikes on some twisty roads, and it feels very competent, and you can lean it over quite a bit more than you'd expect. Just cruising along in 5th gear here. It does have a nice boost in power and torque. It's up from last year, and you're actually a few pounds lighter than last year's Model 2. I'll throw it into sport mode right here. You've got 3 different levels of sport mode on this bike. Sport mode is automatic, but it allows you to rev higher through each gear before it shifts. So it's not going to shift up as quickly as if you were in normal drive. Oh, nice. Now I can get on the throttle a little bit more before the bike wants to shift, and it'll hold a gear a little bit longer. As you can see, it's still in 2nd gear. Bike feels very confident through the corners, and it's got the auto cancel turn signals, which just auto canceled for me. We're doing 60 miles an hour right now in 6th gear, and I'm at just under 4,000 RPM. I'm going to do a little roll on. Jumped up to 73 like nothing. You get a lot of power just immediately when you twist the throttle on this bike. It's pretty sweet. Yep. Being that it's a parallel twin, you get really a great power band, very usable around town. You don't have to rev this bike high for it to start moving. I'm going to throw it into manual mode just to kind of show you guys. I'm downshifting right now. Don't have to blip the throttle or anything, and you can actually shift while you're on the power. See right here. Full throttle, and then I just shift again. It's so fast. It's definitely faster than I could shift on my standard bike. And it will downshift for you actually in manual mode, which is pretty nice. But you can still do downshifts if you want. It's pretty nice having auto cancel turn signals, even though I just habitually keep canceling them with my thumb, but it's really nice, pretty intuitive. Throw it back into drive. Oh, there we go. Now we're just back in automatic, and as you can see, the engine characteristics completely different. It's just lugging right along in 6th gear again, getting us all those MPGs. Even when you're in automatic mode, you actually can downshift this bike. You can override the automatic for just a moment, and then it'll revert back to automatic. It's a pretty cool feature. Nice little downshift there. The bike has a really low center of gravity, and it's extremely easy to walk this bike at low speed. Great power. Let's see, right here, I have no throttle on, and I'm at 1 mile an hour. Oh man, almost 0. It's pretty easy to balance this bad boy because of that low center of gravity. Even though it's a taller bike, it shouldn't be too intimidating for you because they made it really manageable. Take a quick little look around of it. LED lighting all around. Right there you see dual clutch transmission. This is the stock exhaust. Just have a little listen. Nice. It's actually a really fun bike. It feels a lot smaller while you're riding it than it looks. If you have any other questions about this bad boy, let us know in the comments section. Once again, I'm Tarzan, and we're down here in Honda World at Salt Lake. Let us know if you have questions. Come on down and ask for me. I've got a few of these in stock. I've got this one as well as a couple other adventure sports and base models for you to check out. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks, and we'll see you later.